that a Patrick Swayze Roadhouse upwards nod? Is that what you were going for?
Oh, yeah.
Got it.
Always.
Welcome, my friends, to the Confused Breakfast, the podcast where we hit pause on the chaos of today and rewind to a simpler time when it wasn't about convenience, it was about the experience. Remember the magic of a Friday night trip to the video rental store?
Yeah.
Wandering the aisles, making the big decision of what movie was coming home with you. We're all part of the last generation that knows the joy of the search, the snap of the plastic clamshell, and we're here to revisit the movies that shaped us and defined our childhoods. My name is Mike Schulte. Joining me, as always, two dudes who couldn't pass the Madeline Ashton test. Sean Pryor and AJ Venz, how the heck are you?
If you see that show, you're done for.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
The show?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Like the Broadway show?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a broad that I saw show. Yep, there you go.
The broad
That's a broad.
was doing the show.
Yeah.
It was 78. They're broads back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Misogyny.
Yeah, man.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Well, dudes, on today's episode, we discuss a movie that was revolutionary in visual effects, so much so that it won an Oscar for special effects the following year. Add in Robert Zemeckis in peak form on his 8th directed movie and an incredible cast of Oscar winners, and you get today's film. We are, of course, talking about 1992's Death Becomes Her.
Mm-hmm. Well, dang it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for another nostalgic journey to the past with The Confused Breakfast. Sit back, relax, and enjoy wherever you are in the world. Take it away, boys.
If you know us, you know we believe in talking about nostalgia while ripping some delightful beers. Today's beer of the episode brought to you by our friends Big Grove Brewery. We're going with neighborhood beer. And the reason I'm going with it is because it'll make you feel like you're young again. It's like, if let's say you're going tailgating in your 40s and 50s, you don't feel young anymore. Rip some neighborhood beers, refreshing lagers, you're going to feel just fine.
You have about 12 of these, and you'll feel like you're 12 again.
Learn more about Big Grove Brewery in the notes, or we'll talk about it a little later. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Drive safe if you do that.
Yes, also, don't do this at 9 in the morning. Like, wait till you get home and then listen to us.
Yeah.
Well, if you are new to the podcast, we're going to be reviewing this movie scene by scene with a modern eye, but in order to do that properly, we must first discuss it with pure nostalgia. AJ, first time you ever saw this movie, what were your thoughts, man?
Oh, yeah.
Nostalgia rating?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay. No?
No.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think you just confirmed the actual meaning of yeah, no, or no, yeah. It's
no.
Yeah, no. It's whatever you end on is what you actually want to say, right?
No, yeah.
Yeah, I think we did it.
Boom.
All right.
All right, well, let's go to Sean. Sean, what about you, man?
Yeah. No. No. I wish. This is my first time, man.
Oh, my God.
Hey,
Did we do it again?
Timer out here.
Well, we did it again. When did we do that
Yes.
last time? Was that...
It wasn't long ago.
that was actually The Sting.
Yes.
Not too long ago, where all three of us have not seen it, and usually it's because the executive producer has seen it as well.
Mm-hmm.
But first I want to tell you, I am an NA. I always thought this was So I Married an Axe Murderer. I always thought it was the same movie.
Yeah.
Is it sort of the covers kind of look the same
I
almost?
believe so. It's almost like, because I remember I've seen like frames from this movie, and I've seen or the other one too. They kind of look similar in my mind. So maybe it is the cover. I don't know.
And I've never seen that movie either. So I'm just
okay.
like, I don't want to watch any of these movies as a young child. So we are 3 NAs. Let's see what executive producer Josh Miller says. I decided to give AJ a break this spooky season and pick something a little lighter. A fun October movie instead of the usual grim parade of corpses. Also, fun fact, I'd never seen this one until about 2 years ago. So easy call. My nostalgia rating is going to be a big fat NA as well. So,
Damn.
So this has never happened. Our nostalgic rating as a group of this is NA. Let's see where that lies of all the movies we've done.
That's going to be interesting.
That's the first one.
Probably should have had gotten an NA beer from Big Grove.
Yeah.
Son, jeez, dang it.
Yeah, we should have. Totally should have discussed this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's not why you tune in for nostalgia. You tune in for modern day reviews of the movies you loved. So we're going to do that. We're going to first learn from Sean all the important details of the movie. What do you got on this one, bro?
Produced by Robert Zemeckis and Steve Starkey. written by Martin Donovan and David Koepp. Music by Alan Silvestri. Cinematography by Dean Cundy for the 12th time on the show. Edited by Arthur Schmidt, directed by Robert Zemeckis, his 6th time on the show.
Wow.
He was just here last week. Man. Cast: Meryl Streep, Goldie Hawn, Bruce Willis, Isabella Rossellini, Ian Ogilvy, Adam Stork, Nancy Fish, Alania Reed Hall, Michelle Johnson, Fabio, William Frankfather, and Mary Ellen Trainor. We will talk about her later, I imagine.
Yes, we will, my friends.
Writer David Koepp had the idea for Death Becomes Her when he was living in an apartment building and would encounter different everyday characters in separate apartments living a different extraordinary life. So the original idea was to make an anthology of sorts based around one apartment building telling several different stories of several different tenants. Death Becomes Her was one of those stories and was only supposed to be about a guy who kills his wife that ends up being a witch. The script was originally going to be another entry in the hit series Tales from the Crypt until Universal bought it. Koepp had shopped it around Hollywood for a bit, but no one would bite, presuming it was too weird. After Universal acquired it, when the heads of production called Koepp, saying almost surprised himself that Robert Zemeckis was interested in the script. Koepp said, "You mean the Back to the Future guy?" And Koepp was, they're like, "Yeah, that guy." Koepp was really just starting out, so he was surprised such a respected director would want to make his movie. David Koepp also brilliantly described his script as a cross between Night of the Living Dead and My Fair Lady. That's spot on. Originally, Kevin Kline was the first choice to play the role of Ernest Menville, but declined it, citing he wasn't going to be paid enough.
I need more money.
Yeah.
I'm going to hold out for Wild Wild West.
Yes.
Because if I hold out, there's nobody else that can play this role.
Yeah.
So I'll just hold out till they pay me more.
Hollywood doesn't have near enough leading men in 1992.
I think he went to Dave, the movie Dave. Instead of this.
Things are working out good for Kevin Kline at this point.
Man.
Yeah.
Jeff Bridges.
The underwear guy?
Yeah,
Sorry,
that
go
guy.
ahead.
Jeff Bridges and Nick Nolte were considered, but Bruce Willis eventually got the part, playing completely against type for the usual wife-beater-clad, machine-gun-toting man's man. Once again, as Robert Zemeckis is one to do, the film is riddled with state-of-the-art and groundbreaking visual effects. The film marks the first time where human skin was digitally recreated, specifically the scenes where Madeline's neck is broken and her head keeps falling off.
Isn't that fun?
It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Never knew that. Almost all of the effects used in this film were either altered slightly or gave the template for ILM's next big project, that project being Jurassic Park.
Oh.
Also written by Koepp. You can't really understate how much we owe this movie for Jurassic Park.
Well, can I bring up one other thing about that then?
Yeah.
If you're saying that Jurassic Park doesn't happen if not for Death Becomes Her, then I'd say one of the most iconic lines from Jurassic Park doesn't happen either. Apparently, during filming, Robert Zemeckis would say, "Hold on to your butts." And screenwriter David Koepp and frequent Zemeckis collaborator wrote that into Jurassic Park for Samuel L. Jackson.
Wow.
Just all those filmmakers just so incestual. They're just, and I love it, to be honest.
Hey, just to prove how much I love you,
Yeah.
did you see that I put your line in there? Because I always listen to everything you say, and I put your line in the movie.
You're like my best friend, so.
Yeah, I saw it. Thank you.
You heard it, though, right?
But you heard it, right?
No,
you read it on the script, but you didn't watch the
It
movie?
was Samuel L. Jackson who said it.
Oh,
Yeah, no, he did a great job
can you introduce me to
with the
him?
line. We could maybe set some time up. I don't think so.
Thanks. Can I suck your toes? Can I?
You want to go to this party with this naked lady, and we'll drink a potion together?
He's not here anymore.
He left.
He's already gone.
Death Becomes Her was released on July 31st, 1992, and on a budget of $55 million, the film made $149 million at the box office. Won the Academy Award for Best Visual Effects. I believe it beat out Alien 3 and Batman Returns, yes. And has gone on to become a play on Broadway and is lauded by the queer community as a seminal film.
Seminal film. You got it. So, AJ, we got to go to you now. We got to learn what the critics and the fans had to say about this movie. Ratings and reviews. What do you got?
Absolutely, guys. Hey, bottoms up. It's the tomato meter.
Yeah, just simple.
Just a simple. Can we just call it the Big Grove Tomato Meter, and then that way you don't have to do your fun things anymore?
Sure.
No, I like
but
that.
now, a warning. 58%.
Now?
58% splart.
I'm just now noticing I didn't make a reference to that to where other ones are. So,
Well, that's just fine. That's just fine.
I'm sure it's pretty low.
58% is not high.
No.
It's not too terribly great, all things considered, on the tomato meter. 62% the esteemed popcorn meter, what we really care about.
Yeah. Nothing on that either. I
no, we never
No.
usually do things on that.
No. That actually has
But
no
I bet by the
relevance.
time you get around to the IMDb rating, I'll have it.
I bet I'll be there in now. 6.7 on IMDb.
Oh, okay, so of all the movies we've done, that ties with Legend of Billie Jean, Running Man, Armageddon, Final Destination, and Blast from the Past.
I want to watch all those movies right now.
Me too, man. We talk about 7 being the mark, but sometimes, sometimes the fans got it wrong. Yeah. And the 6.7 to 6.9, pretty good movies.
Oh yeah.
7? You mean the movie what we're talking about later
Yes.
this month?
Yes.
Great.
Can't wait. I can't wait. I also can't wait to hear what people think about this movie, though.
Time Out actually gave it a 70 out of 100.
Fascinating.
Sporadically very funny indeed. The script features some nicely wicked one-liners, which are well complemented by Zemeckis' sight gags and by performances of great gusto. Far from sophisticated in its satire of narcissism, but enormous fun.
I honestly, I would have thought that the score on this would have been higher for audiences and critics. It's kind
Yeah,
of surprising.
I kind of would have too.
Figured it would have been higher.
Yeah.
I think later on in life it's gotten higher, but
Yeah.
maybe at the time it came out.
Yeah, you're probably right.
What's
Little
this
cult
dumb
hit.
movie?
Yeah.
Don't even care.
Don't even
I
care.
already saw Married an Axe Murderer.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Look at the covers. Desson Thompson said at the Washington Post, 63 out of 100. While death is fun, there's something cool and removed about it, which makes it feel ultimately like an exercise in special effects. It's more clever than affecting. Its narrative tactics more like entertaining detours than a mounting drama. That shortcoming is redeeming by the movie's grim relentlessness.
Grim relentlessness.
Yes. TV Guide, 50 out of 100. The end result is a film that tries to do too many things at once and does none of them quite right.
Okay.
Fine. How about a number 4? Let's see. 4 out of 10 from Summer Stager. Death Becomes Her is the title. Very creative.
Very good.
Points for creativity. Great movie with Goldie Hawn, Meryl Streep, Bruce Willis. Good movie, good special effects. I love this movie. It's about young people, young age, in Hollywood right now, about people have plastic surgery and stuff like A+ streaming. I also recommend The First Wives Club is now a Broadway musical.
Question?
Is that the same person, or are there just multiple people?
There's a lot of people who don't
Okay.
get it.
that didn't learn what punctuation is.
Correct.
Gotcha. Is that all caps?
It's not all caps.
Is it every once in a while, sometimes in all caps?
There's a lot of words that are capitalized.
But in the past, other people that have acted like that, is it all caps?
They
sometimes?
do a lot of cap. Yeah,
They don't go
type in
all
all
caps. Oh, they do.
Yeah, they'll type
Oh.
it in all caps.
I don't know how you read that.
You read it loud. Is the implication?
You have to
Is
scream it.
Broadway musical?
So yeah. How about 7 out of 10, guys? Omer Basha. Yep, that's the person. Omer Basha. It's just one big word. I would drink the potion. That's what they said. This is 7 out of 10. Aging, vanity, beauty standards, and the rot beneath glitter made necrotically fabulous. Got it. Meryl Streep, Goldie Hawn, Bruce Willis are trapped in the Looney Tunes fever dream. This movie is a perfect cocktail of dark comedy, gothic slapstick. You'll decay, darling, but you'll do it in style. I wouldn't change a single frame.
Nice.
7 out of 10.
7. So like maybe
That's my highest score that I can give. I can't.
That's generous,
I
okay?
can't.
7, 8, 9, 10. So maybe like 3 frames.
I'm just saying. Okay. Guys, we do have our little Lebowski, Urban Achievers. We've got Ricky Humped Dog. Is it the T? Is it a hard T? Maybe it's the silent T. Yeah, it's
Humped?
fine. Humped Dog. Yeah. This was a classic family film in the Humped Dog household. growing up.
Included in
You
every
just-
review. See if he gets it right.
Every other sentence he says it.
Make me say it a lot.
The Hump Dogs always used to say,
Oh man,
it's not Christmas until you watch
Yeah.
Death Becomes Her.
it's a hump dog holiday. If you don't,
Hump dog, hump diggity dog.
oh, so you watch Mickey Mouse?
Mickey Mouse Funhouse. Yeah.
Funhouse too, huh?
Sometimes Playhouse or not
Clubhouse.
Clubhouse. Sometimes Clubhouse Plus. Yeah.
Yeah. Mickey Mouse Mixed Up Adventures. That's a wild one.
Have you watched like
Boy, they
the
get wild.
car one where they race, like the motor
Oh yeah.
car?
Yep. They do it. Superheroes. That was on this morning. Anyways, Ricky.
What just happened?
You'll find out someday.
A detour. What am I on? A segue. Back when you'd rent a movie and try to see how many times you could watch it before returning it, I recall seeing this with my parents and thinking, one, why are these two beautiful women fighting over this really nerdy guy? Two, why are these women so mean to each other? Aren't they friends? And three, is that Nitro from American Gladiators?
Damn.
I know, right? He should be in more scenes, and the girls should be fighting over him.
Yeah.
I agree. This was my first time seeing Bruce Willis in anything, so imagine my shock a few years later seeing him kick ass in The Fifth Element and saying, is that the Death Becomes Her guy? I loved this movie as a kid, and I think it introduced me to the concept of frenemies. I haven't watched it all the way through since I was 9 years old, so I can't in good conscience give it a modern day rating, but I'll definitely throw it on this Halloween season. Nostalgic rating, he gives us a 7.8. There's some ground to
At
stand
least we got
on.
somebody that's seen it.
Yeah, that's
Jeez.
right. So, guys, Little Lebowski Urban Achievers. Best way.
Yeah, you go to patreon.com/confusedbreakfast. We've had a ton of people signing up lately. That is a great way for you to directly support this show because podcast is always going to stay free. But if you love what we do, you see the hard work we do, you go to patreon.com/confusedbreakfast. Top tier, Little Lebowski tier gets to have their reviews read on air.
Hell
in
yeah.
a secret little chat room that you get to be in.
Thank you guys. Thank you the new ones that have signed up so far. I really appreciate it. You guys are wonderful.
Well, boys, buckle up, because today we are diving into a movie that asks the timeless question: what if Botox came in shot glasses and was administered by a topless Isabella Rossellini wearing nothing but diamonds, heels, and the world's greatest necklace?
I think I'd like that.
It's an age-old question.
Yeah.
This movie made us realize that immortality wasn't all it's cracked up to be, so grab your shovel, grab a can of spray paint, and for God's sake, moisturizer, because immortality looks exhausting. Let's dive into a full scene-by-scene review of Death Becomes Her. Here we go.
Death Becomes Her.
Age old. I like that.
Age-old?
Yeah,
See it?
that's great. Oh, that's good, Tony.
So scene one, the film opens on Broadway in 1978 with aging actress Madeline Ashton performing a gaudy musical number. The audience hates it. Her childhood friend Helen Sharp and Helen's fiance Dr. Ernest Menville visit her dressing room, and Helen's worst fears are realized when Ernest leaves her for Madeline, marrying her shortly after. The betrayal sends Helen into a deep depression. She spends her days binging on frosting and obsessively rewinding a Madeline movie death scene until she's eventually institutionalized.
Yeah, man. My first note. Gee dang, Meryl.
Really?
Wow.
So even like old Meryl Streep, because they're making her look a little older
Yeah.
than she is here, and you're still like, gee dang.
I mean, I think she's like made up because she's on stage right at this point
Okay.
and everything. But you know, like when they make her down, I'm just like, still though.
Still.
But still,
Come on.
So
mean-
I don't understand the joke here because famously, as you all know, and this is no shade to you out there who likes musicals, but I don't understand the joke of them thinking this is bad.
I don't either.
Because this is how all musicals are to me,
Yeah.
and people love musicals.
They seem to be doing good.
They're doing the thing that I don't like, which is singing their lines, and you paid for this because you're like, I love musicals, but you don't like it? Like, I don't quite understand where the joke is here.
I mean, it's a full house.
They're
in
there.
here. Yes, some people are leaving, but it's a full house.
But even
Seemingly
at the
just
end,
started to or coming back from the intermission or something.
Right.
Yeah.
But then it's over.
yeah.
Because people are then
Yeah.
getting up and there's barely clapping. It's weird because
Yeah.
even at the beginning, like everybody's walking out already going, this is stupid. This sucks. Like, I just don't quite understand the joke. And I wish one of us was a musical person.
Well, yeah, none of us are very musical, so it's tough to determine. But I always get the vibe I got from it. the moment like the chorus starts singing is it just feels like the end of Blazing Saddles to me.
Yeah.
Hand on your hips, stick out your tush. It's like,
But that's every musical. Like, I swear to you, I've never seen a
I know.
musical that's not like that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
I agree. At this point, though, I don't. I'm looking at this and I'm just like, what the hell is going on? Because this is like the worst time you could be dropped into like the middle of a thing is the middle of a musical that you have zero context of. And you're like, yeah, this is just like that now. It seems like it's like two worlds colliding, two ideas colliding on this stage. I'm just like, this is too far.
Apparently, the play or the musical that she's in, Songbird, is like is a ripoff of like a Tennessee Williams thing.
Yeah,
that's like something to do with
Sweet
age.
Bird of Youth. It was
Yes.
it was like a movie. It's called Sweet Bird of Youth. That now this is like a musical version of it. So maybe people don't like that.
She's adapting it is what like because I think they're here or they say that as she's like adapting her own thing or like that old movie or whatever into her own thing, which like still like I'm watching it. I'm like, yeah, but yes, you're right. You came for song and dance. They're singing and dancing.
Seems to be pretty nice.
Seems to be going
bad.
well.
It's pretty tight though as a movie. I didn't catch it the first time around, but like it stays on. It's a oneer for about 2-3 minutes.
This
there,
crane
which-
shot's really cool.
That crane shot, and then it comes back out and it goes past the crowd and right over to Bruce Willis as it ends. Like that's a decently great shot to open the movie with.
Yeah,
I'd say.
I like it a lot.
What is it about? Why is he getting like smitten by this, whereas other people are just
That's
like?
what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? It doesn't make that part doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Not that it has to by any means, but it is very funny.
Like, shouldn't it at least be like every male in the audience is like, yeah, and every female's like, this is ridiculous. We got to leave. Like, that's maybe where it should have gone. Or
I agree because it's like maybe it's if you're trying to imply that she's like lost her stuff on the stage, right, of performance,
then don't make him like fall madly in love with her,
right?
Yeah.
Maybe make him
but
bored.
maybe she's still attractive, so that's why guys like
Or maybe like he's bored, just like everyone else. He's like, do we really have to go backstage? And then he goes backstage, and then her coming on to him is where he now falls in love with her. Because it's one-on-one.
I think it adds
Could
to
have
his
been,
character
yeah.
how simple he is, and he's the only one where like it's formally known by people walking out and talking shit that this was bad, but he is so stoked. I do like the singling out because it's just like that's kind of the vibe of the whole movie that we're gonna see is just it's very outlandish and everything. I mean like. She's not doing like a Sabrina Carpenter thing or anything, for like all of the guys to stick around. Like she's not sucking the dancer's dick or at all or anything.
Does that happen at her show?
I think so.
I think people have been talking about it. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Wow.
And I'm
Good on
for
them.
it. That's
Good on
cool.
them.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want, man.
Yeah. Do you?
That's just what I
or do him? I guess
Yeah,
what they're doing. But I do really think it's funny, like him standing up and him giving the alone the individual standing ovation. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. They've got him done up very funny.
Dude, funny, nerdy Bruce Willis is probably actually my favorite Bruce Willis.
He's awesome in this.
He's so good. Imagine having never... Because what was he in before this then? He was in like Die Hard. He was in...
like maybe Last Man Standing.
He was a comedy kind of a guy before he really got into Die Hard.
Yeah.
He was doing like some TV spots and doing some other stuff. He was doing funny things, not heartthrob or action macho stuff,
But this to then be the macho guy that everybody's like, Bruce Willis, he's my guy, to then make the decision to be this not really lovable, nerdy guy is a cool move on Bruce Willis's part.
Yeah.
To take this role.
I think it's one of my favorites, as we'll get to towards the end. But like it's I was so pleased to see him do something like this, where it's like it's almost like Ryan Gosling and the Nice Guys-ish kind of stuff. That like affable, just like so simple, not really liking his life, and is a drunk. I love this Bruce Willis so much. I also like really love Meryl Streep in this as well. Like right off the bat, like let alone the dance numbers and everything, but like when she's like, "Your guests are here," Madeline
practices acting surprised. Cinnamon.
It's so good.
Trying to like kind of like brushing off a rub.
She's so good.
Hell, mad hell, like hell.
Then you're like, the first time you watch this, you don't necessarily know what you're going to get into, but you kind of get the comedy vibe they're going for at this point when that incredible cut from the like, no, like I have absolutely no interest in Madeline Ashton. Like that's right at that point, like this is the comedy we're getting. In this
I'm
so
for it.
Yes,
so
dude.
in for it.
I think, and I think that's a Zemeckis stamp. To
Think
be
so?
honest, I think so. I try to think about like a lot of his movies now, that especially the ones we've done. He does that plenty of times. I think he does it. I know he does it in Forrest Gump. I know he does it. I'm pretty sure he does a time or two in Back to the Future.
Okay.
Is there Mr. Gump?
Yeah.
Mrs. Gump.
Mrs. Gump. There you go.
Yeah.
So it is. I mean, I think it's kind of a director's, stamp, or what do you call that, Sean? Like his
like a
thing.
Yeah.
His stamp.
His stamp.
It's
Mushroom
his
stamp.
notary. It's his notary.
His notary.
Yeah.
Notoriety.
It's the wax thing, whatever.
Yeah, you got it.
A stamp.
You got it.
How about Helen's transformation here? Then I mean, like you've got like she's one of the Goldie Hawn. She's beautiful, and they just go for it.
I know
they go for it, bro.
I know it's played up so like outlandishly, but this really bothers me. Like seeing all the bullshit everywhere, and like she opens the cupboard and there's a cat in the cupboard too, and just straight frosting.
That's all it is.
Fuck, dude.
Was it in a cabinet or was it in a refrigerator?
Cabinet.
So it's not even cold frosting. It's just hot frosting.
Just hot frosting.
Because she's not paying for her utility bills at this point.
Correct.
Yeah.
So it's just hot frosting.
Yeah.
With the smell. Listen, I love cats. You guys understand that, but I just cannot imagine having more than one cat.
Yeah.
It just, one cat at times is too much of just the like, you're gross, get out of here.
I can smell that apartment.
You can totally smell
I can smell that apartment. I know what that smells like. Yeah, like her just watching like clips of Madeline Ashton just getting killed or something is what she's doing.
She's so into it.
She's down.
And this was 7 years later, so it took her 7 years to get to this point, I think is what it said.
Yeah.
The funniest part of her little get up, though, to me, is when they do actually get her into the psych ward. Mm-hmm. And they didn't have to do this. They did not have to take this shot. They've already showed her what she looks like, and like, oh God, okay, she's out of control. But there's a shot from behind of like her ass cheeks on the old school chair.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why, but that's the funniest shot of this movie.
It's very
like you don't need it, but I get it. Like I see what you're going for here. She's out of control.
The chair is being overfilled.
Yeah.
It's overflowing at this point.
Yeah.
With her body.
Yes, it is. She needs a little work.
I love the. Is there anything you want to talk about, Helen? Like, can you just like are like bring it up, like let it all out? She's, yeah, there is something. I'd like to talk about Matt. Oh fuck! She doesn't even get to the D in Madeline, and everyone starts fucking freaking out. It's so good.
So are they freaking out because she always talks about? Okay, I was kind of hoping they were going to go to the point to where like all of them were in there because Madeline Ashton, because they all hate Madeline Ashton.
Some like maybe they've all been affected in the same way.
Yes.
This is the Madeline Ashton like circle of trust.
That's what I was kind of hoping they were going for.
Yeah,
it's the Madeline Ashton Fight Club group.
Yeah, and you're not supposed to say the MA. That's what it's like. You don't refer to it as such. That's a big no-no inside this circle. You're supposed to give it a pet name or something like that, and you broke the rule. You broke the trust.
Notice a little cameo by someone that's in the
Was
group?
it the one all the way on the right?
It's like her and a black girl, and she's the one on the left, I think.
Who is it? Because there was somebody in that group that I'm like,
it's Katie Foreman from that '70s show.
Oh wow,
yes. There's a
kind
lot
of crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of kind of cool cameos in this
Yeah,
one.
that's one I noticed.
That's it. Well,
I swear there was another one, but I'll remember it someday.
Yeah,
someday. Yeah, you know.
Well, anything else on scene one, boys?
No, I'm good.
Scene 2, Madeline's star power dims. Ernest, now an alcoholic mortician, loathes his life with Madeline but remains trapped. Years later, Helen resurfaces, seemingly transformed into a beautiful and successful author, inviting Madeline and Ernest to her book release party. Madeline is stunned to see her rival radiant and youthful, sparking jealousy. Her desperation leads to a mysterious woman, Liesel.
Yeah, it's like
Some people say Liesel, some people say Liesel, right?
It's like Lyle or something.
I think the S is silent.
Liesel.
Kinda like Island.
Von Rumen, who offers her a magical potion that promises eternal youth and beauty. Madeline eagerly drinks the potion, watching her wrinkles vanish before her eyes.
So this is like another 7 years or something like that?
It says another 7 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do want to make note about the very funny moment before she is upset with him that he met with Madeline. Is like he's in an operating room as a plastic surgeon. He's like, hey, you'll notice like right here that the upper critical and then this is like, oh, well, it's like, can we get a suction here? Gonna need it quick. And it taps on the window. It's like just blood all over his
the bloody finger wave is so good.
And the way she's holding she's got the champagne glasses, but she's like wiggling her middle finger to be like, hello.
Yes. You can tell he's smiling way too much through the mask. Like his grin is just so big, you can see it through the mask.
And then that's the thing. It just makes me wonder, how did he get from there to the mortician side? Did they explain this?
They don't really. In fact, that was a question I had. Like, what actually caused his downfall? I think it was just that then he entered like into this Hollywood party lifestyle, and I think just became a drunk. Because clearly he was not a drunk back then. He was a very well respected surgeon, but then quickly 7 years later, he's now a mortician guy.
Right.
And like I don't think they really say why, but I think that's the implication.
And
right?
just get nagged. To the grave pretty much every single day.
Well, God, even that shot, man, like this is where I love Bruce Willis when we'll come back to the earlier stuff, but when he arrives at the emergency beeper thing and he gets out and he's hungover and he starts walking away and he goes, fuck. And he goes back to his car to grab his bag. How many times I've done that in my life being hungover? But you have to turn around and walk 5 feet back to where you came. You're like, oh.
But it's an absolute chore. It's the Harold and Kumar. We've gone too far.
You know what I mean? It's Paul Rudd in Wet Hot American Summer when he's trying to pick up the things off the floor.
So I've wasted so much time by forgetting that thing.
Yeah.
Now I have to go back.
Yeah.
5 seconds is just gone from my life.
It just is something.
I like literally feel that every day. Like getting into the car to come here, I like dropped my bag as I was like getting into my car with all of my bags. Yeah. And I was like, fuck, now I got to pick that up.
I guess I have to
like
lean
that almost
down.
ruined my day.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad it didn't ruin your day.
Thank
Sean.
you. Yeah.
It's
better
glad to hear.
Yeah.
I love the introducing Madeline again after another 7 years. This mirror shot,
dude,
completely fooled me. It's super cool. The way it's just staged is so cool.
And you thought she was coming from behind or something like that?
Like she was on a couch maybe, so she was like, coming in from behind. Isn't Zemeckis Contact?
He did Contact, yes.
Okay, so there's that shot in that movie that's like one of the craziest shots, but it has to do with mirrors.
Yeah.
It like comes into a mirror, then out, and it's like, what the fuck? This is kind of like almost a precursor to that. Almost like it's very simple in this aspect, but I still really liked it a lot. I mean, there's a lot of mirrors in this movie as well. Obviously, that motif of like the vein
and tricking you into thinking you're seeing something different or whatever. It got me still, like even second time around, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. That's into the mirror. Like, great shot. Man.
Yeah, that's really cool. Just slowly pulling out,
The subtle lines of this movie are great when then she goes up to Bruce Willis. He goes, oh, is that an angel I see before me? Oh, Dr. Melville, you're so cute. He goes, no, not you, Rose. And he's like, he's talking about the Bloody Mary being an angel. Like that's fucking classic.
Yes. I love his little hovel that he has. It looks like he has like another Bloody Mary that's not finished yet. Like just sitting on his like little thing.
Right.
And I love when he's like, is it up yet? Yeah, it's in the bath, sir.
So that goes to tell you that the maid doesn't like her either. Then does the maid at
likes
least
either of them?
I think at least by her like playing back and forth with Dr. Melville, she at least can deal with him.
Sure.
With Ernest, but yeah, she clearly doesn't like
I don't
like
think so.
Madeline.
Well, because she's like demanding that she says, "Oh, you look so young today," every single day or every time she wakes her up or whatever. Yeah.
What's the second thing that she has to say to her? She's like, "Well, you normally do that on Wednesdays. I'm thinking you could do that every day."
I forget.
Yeah, something just gross.
Yeah.
Is it up yet?
So she goes to this. Is it her? Like plastic surgery clinic?
It's got to be some sort of like just beauty clinic for the rich and famous, because there's that weird shot of the guy like in a side room. He's like upside down in a chair and like blood's being drained from him or something like that.
Yeah.
As it cuts through the hallway.
Yeah. This was a little like, what the hell's going on here? Especially with this guy when his fucking eye twitching.
These procedures are not sanctioned by the Surgeon General, whatever you want to call it, the health industry.
This is the Hollywood hospital where like there's no rules really, and weird shit happens all the time.
Replacing blood with like the blood of children.
Yes.
For
yes, of course. Illuminati stuff.
Illuminati.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Yeah. Very Democrat stuff.
Oh
yeah, it's very Democrat.
Very.
I just had to throw that in there.
Yeah.
Because Hollywood, bro.
Yeah,
so out of touch.
Gavin Newsom. I don't know, like
Kimmel's
what.
back.
Kimmel's
back.
That is all my fault. I am so sorry for saying that.
You know what?
I'm so sorry.
You opened Pandora's box.
5 years later, I've been wanting to say politics so bad.
Yeah, you opened
Mike, it's okay.
Kamala's box.
We're here to hold space.
We are holding space. If you can't tell by us holding space, then you just don't know what I was about to say. Then there is a cool moment though of this beauty spa or whatever. You've got this girl with the nice cleavage who's talking in a French accent.
Yeah.
And then the minute that dude shows up,
keep going.
Her French accent goes away.
I noticed that too.
Oh God, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to be here. I didn't know what was going on. Like,
it's all an act. Yeah.
It's like it's trained to them to like you have to speak in a French accent to make it seem more prestigious here.
It makes it seem fancy.
Which is actually great because like the way I do view Hollywood for the most part is that they're all fucking stupid.
Yeah.
That just the fact that the receptionist has a French accent will make them think that it's more fancy.
It's like a French restaurant, man. You can't have some rando.
Although we did when we went to LA.
That's fair.
Which made it better.
You know,
Hi, I'm Josh. I'm your server tonight.
Oh, you guys were on Bert Kreischer earlier? Cool. Yeah, everybody comes here after that.
Welcome to Petite Tour. I'm Josh. I'll be taking care of you.
Well, he knew Sean was going to order like chicken fingers or whatever.
He clocked me right away. You guys somehow changed into a suit, and I didn't bring any change of clothes.
You want it? All right. So you're gonna have a nice one. You're gonna have.
I'll take the duck. Yeah.
The duck.
Yeah.
And ham sandwich. Got it.
You want chicken fingers with that little guy? We can bring you some chicken fingers.
That little guy?
Oh yeah. Did you decide to catch up? Ooh. We'll make it fancy. French fancy.
I love the scene where they're just riding in the car together, and it's just a moment of silence where you can hear him breathing. And she just comes right out and says, "Could you not breathe?" Like, I'm just so glad I finally heard a woman just say it. Like stop being you, please.
Yeah.
You know?
Just don't be you. And he does stop too. He just goes. It's like he's trying to hold his breath or something.
It's just the man is just defeated.
He looks
this
so
life.
bad and terrible.
It is just rough for this guy. It's just in the back of a limo or whatever. Just
Well, and they're clearly just like living off of like old money because he even says that she hasn't worked in a while.
Yeah.
And he's clearly not like. The only way I can think of them making money is that he's not a surgeon anymore, but he's maybe like mortician to the rich and the famous. So maybe he makes a little more.
Yeah.
Just because he is so good at what he does. They talk about that when he's at this party.
At the
and
bar.
Mary Ellen Trader's like, excuse me?
Yeah, spray paint.
Spray paint. Yeah. No, see, because the skin can't hold, skin's so dry and it can't hold normal. So we just, we use the lab.
It actually makes sense. Like what he's saying. I'm like, okay.
You really got to pack it in there if you're going to be doing it, But so I just decided, they make so many color options. It's just like
she's horrified.
horrified that it's spray paint that made her aunt look so nice or whatever.
But yet she made the fucking comment of like, she looks so good, it was almost a shame to bury her.
Oh, that's really sweet of you to say to me.
Speaking of Mary Ellen Trainor.
Yes.
The Jarrett Layoff Confused Breakfast Actor Database. Speaking of Jarrett, we're still trying to make sure you're alive, buddy. So please reach out to
Consider
us.
this a wellness check.
It's a wellness check on our buddy Jarrett.
Jarrett
I went in there. This is her 9th movie that she's been in that we have done. That officially takes her to the top, tied with John Candy.
Wow.
John Candy and Mary Ellen Trainor have been in the most movies we have covered, and we are up to 230 movies.
Damn.
Wow. I'll drink
9
to that.
each.
I'll drink a neighborhood beer to that, buddy.
I'll have another name.
R.I.P. to John Candy and Mary Ellen Trainor. Yeah.
Marilyn Trainor's dead?
Yeah, she died in 2015, I think.
Fuck's sake.
I know,
Jesus.
but sorry, man.
This world's going to shit, dude.
Yeah.
But also, speaking of the world going to shit, did you know that Goldie Hawn's 3 years older than Meryl Streep in real life?
Really?
Did you know that?
I did not.
When I was talking about this, I think it was even like my mom even asked, she's like, isn't Meryl Streep like a lot older than Goldie Hawn? Apparently not.
Yeah, Goldie Hawn is older than Meryl Streep, and I think I just attested to the fact that I always think of Meryl Streep as just being older from like older movies.
She's
that
one of those
done.
ladies that has like the gray hair early.
And it's
you
just
know?
a timeless.
Is she the female Steve Martin?
Oh,
I think you might be right.
Huh?
where she's just perpetually 50 years old, just
Yeah.
her entire life.
Yeah, and Goldie Hawn was the female Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
Which makes a lot of sense. They
Yeah.
got together. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty crazy because even in this movie, I don't feel that Goldie Hawn is older. But it is kind of cool how they do. I didn't realize it at first. They do age them all up. So that then they can easily bring them down to, because they were, Meryl Streep was like 46 and Goldie Hawn was 49 in this movie. And they both look it, but then when they go to like beautified later, I'm like, you guys do not look your age.
Not at all.
No.
Dude. They are stunning
Yeah.
in this movie.
What is the math? I'm trying to think of the math of how old was Bruce Willis in the first scene in the 1978.
Oh, geez. Well, they're
Because they
saying
say that he died
at age 50, essentially. So
56 maybe?
no, so he said life starts at age 50 famously because we don't know
yeah.
much about him
That's what
before
it is.
50. So they said 14 years have passed then, I guess.
So 64.
So he was 36 to start the movie. He was 50 when the main events happened, when he got away from them at the end, and then he was 84 when he died.
84 when he
Yes.
died. Okay, so that means he was 36.
36.
And at the opening scene of this, when he is clapping for Madeline Ashton, I'm 36. Okay. Like, that's the thing of like the aging up. That's like what I'm getting at is like, why did people look so much older back then? Like,
I think it was just a thing. Like,
it's just, I think you're right.
I think people just got older faster.
What
you know?
I have a theory that because we see them in so many movies, like we see Bruce Willis in like Armageddon or something like that. That's kind of how Bruce Willis looks to me. So when I go back and watch a movie like
okay,
this,
I see what you're saying.
It's kind of like a weird like movies in time. If you consider like if you take movies as a measurement of time. So like Armageddon to Death Becomes Her is like a big gap, but it's only maybe like 10 years.
Wait, Armageddon was
like
98.
22. Was it 98?
So it was like 8
Wait,
years.
whoa.
So
I'm
look it up.
I'm checking.
I'm pretty sure Armageddon
I think
was
you
like
might be right.
1998, which means only 6 years difference between
1998.
When was Die Hard? 90?
80.
Oh, shit.
Death Becomes Her's 92. Armageddon was 98. That is a far cry.
Yeah.
Okay. Like,
You see what I mean by that? Like
Yeah.
the movie time is like, they're just so cemented because I watched Armageddon so many more times than I did Death Becomes Her. Obviously,
That makes sense.
You
Yeah.
know.
It's kind of like growing up, like with your friends and stuff. You think back, or like you looking back. It's like I never think of you guys looking any different than from like the first time we met to now.
Yeah.
My mind's eye is just like you've just been the exact same the entire time. Like, and that's the way it's always been for me growing up with friends. Ever since I was a little
we
kid.
all look the same.
Like, even when I was like 12 years old, I was like, yeah, I see them now and they're 36 or something. I'm like, you're the same as them.
You're the same.
You're the
haven't
same
changed.
person. Which is why I love it when movies do like the obvious like callback where they don't de-age somebody to make them like 20 years ago. But yeah.
Well, I agree with you because I recently had a high school reunion and there was a big picture of like a ton of people from my high school reunion. And to me, I'm like, everybody looked the same. But then I think I showed my wife, she's like, oh gosh, everybody's looking a little old in this picture. I'm like, what do you mean?
Talking about?
We're 18.
This is who we were.
That's why we have reunions.
I'm still the same person.
So we can get that spark back,
I haven't changed.
It actually worked.
Everyone else has.
Everyone else changed. I haven't changed.
I love when she finally meets Madeline again for 14 years.
Yeah,
now.
I guess so. Yeah.
And the subtle dig that she has, like, yeah, I talk with your publicist or talk with someone. They said Madeline Ashman will go to an opening of an envelope. I don't know why they say stuff like that. I fucking love that.
That was such a subtle dig too, because it just like she says it so fast. You're like, did she say that?
Yeah,
it goes right under the radar.
These two together are fucking incredible, as we'll get into. But like even the subtle things, like her reaction to her saying that, is just like she kind of looks off a little bit, like down. It's all perfect. Obviously, it's probably stupid to say that Meryl Streep being in this movie is just such like, oh no, that's how you act, is fucking Meryl Streep doing anything on screen. Like that's how you do it. It's just, I mean, it's so nice to be reminded of that. As I don't watch a lot of Meryl Streep movies, but like to see her in this especially is just like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
Like the best of them. She's up there.
I'm a big Devil Wears Prada guy, fan, not so much for Anne Hathaway, more so for Meryl Streep.
Okay.
But actually, but if you watch that movie, the subtlety of Meryl Streep, it shines through in that in a completely different way.
Yeah.
But the subtlety of Meryl Streep here is it like the best example we already covered of her being in the dressing room, like,
yes, it's all perfect.
That kind of stuff, like those motions, her physical comedy and performance is just top tier.
Yeah,
it comes through here. She goes, she goes to see her young boyfriend and turns around and gets Dakota. Turns around in the rain, perfectly starts falling on her.
Is Dakota the ¡90s version of Braxton? You know what I mean?
Yes.
like Aiden or like, so, you know what I mean? Yeah, like I feel like Dakota was the '90s version of that.
But when she gets to the potions to Isabella Rossellini's place, like that's where her like physical comedy for me comes out, and just she's just ducking and hiding and got her glasses are up and down on her face and she's looking off in the distance. She's like surrounded by incredible talent in this movie, and she steals the show. She outacts Goldie Hawn and Bruce Willis in this movie.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I there's something to say about Goldie Hawn too, as we'll talk more. That I think she's a comedic genius as well. Like Overboard.
Yeah.
Fuck. I think she's fantastic in this too. But like, what do you guys think about like are you guys in, because I know you guys are kind of woo sometimes on like when a movie takes this leap of like going into the supernatural ish kind of thing. How do you guys feel on it?
It's surprisingly fine, especially because of how the special effects go here. Her taking the potion, it's believable that this is like a potion and that only the most elite of the elite, because I think she writes the check, and I think somebody said at one point you can kind of see it says $1 million back in 1992. So it's like, I can believe that maybe the elite of the elite could have something like this if it existed. And the fact that it's so perfectly done, like her ass cheeks going and the boobs going up, and that's where they could have lost me pretty quick if they would have just been like, like spins her around and she shows up beautiful. But the fact that it happened live in front of my face, I'm like, all right.
This could have turned into the Mask Beauty version very easily.
Yes.
The tornado spinning around, lightning going off, papers flying everywhere.
Shadow of Isabella Rossellini's the devil in the background.
Right.
Like, no, it's
They
You
cut
know.
to a weird neighborhood and a dog is on a ceiling barking like in Weird Science. You know, that
don't
shit.
do that.
Exactly. Like they could have gone a lot farther. They did ease into this very well, right? So I'd like, and this is the part where when we talked about like our directors, like our director bracket and everything, I told you that Zemeckis for me is like a diet Spielberg, right?
Yeah.
Now I'm also realizing that he is also, you could also say he is a happy Tim Burton in this way too.
Yeah.
job.
In this movie, it just shines through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because think about this movie with a Danny Elfman score over
100%.
it would immediately trigger you to be like, did Tim Burton do this? Did he at least have a hand in it?
If you had changed the music, you would have said, wow,
You
here
would-
we go.
We're like right on, right? So it's just but they ease into this very well, and that's the thing is it could have gone very Tim Burton-y
Sure.
very easily, but thank God they didn't. There's subtle points to it, and the thing that you would never get from a Tim Burton movie is that scream when that knife hits her finger. What's that? What?
Ear piercing, dude.
It's just obnoxiously out of place in the best way.
You know, and this 4K that I bought, this beautiful 4K from Scream Factory. Go out and get yourself a copy.
Beautiful 4K.
The like menu thing as it plays like different scenes through the menu that's one of them. And so it happens like every 10 seconds. And so I just had it on there like making notes or something or checking. It was just, and my wife was like, could you shut that off?
That is an art
And
form.
stop breathing.
Choosing the DVD menu scene
Oh,
and
yeah.
sounds.
Yes.
That's an art form for
It
sure.
is. It
I'm
really
pretty
is.
sure I'd fallen asleep at a friend's house to, I want to say it was like Van Wilder or something that kept playing. It's just like, and I'm pretty sure the music, I'm bouncing off the walls again. Whoa. I'm dancing on the walls
People
again.
nowadays will never
Whoa.
understand falling asleep to a DVD that goes back to the menu.
I fell asleep
menu.
to a Rocky Horror Picture once, and it was just "Here to the time warp again," and I hate that song.
Oh, God.
You
Oh,
should
yeah.
be able to, before you start a DVD, like you hit play movie and it says, it'll just put question pops up like, is it late at night?
Yeah.
And you'd be like, yep. And they go, probably gonna fall asleep? You go, yeah, probably, yep. They go, okay, we got you. And it'll just, it just mutes the
Dude,
DVD
A grace period of 40 seconds.
Are you still watching?
I'm telling you, Netflix needs that fucking filter because it's just like every time they autoplay a trailer of a
Yep.
movie or something or a TV show, when it's just like Below Deck is now doing, it's just
It pisses me
fuck. It's like, I don't care.
I speaking of the directing here too, I love how Zemeckis sets up this house that's supposed to be like almost very Tales from the Crypty because he was a producer on that show. I didn't know that until researching this, but he also directed one of the best episodes of that show, which stars Mary Ellen Trainor. And is a Christmas episode. It's fantastic. We have to do something about that this Christmas, I think. But the house looks like Hill House from House on Haunted Hill.
Dracula, it's got like Transylvania vibes and stuff too.
I love the lightning crashes and everything, but I love when movies do the gag when you're walking up to the creepy house and your hands going towards the doorknob and it opens right as it gets there, like the guy does. You know, I love when movies do that. It's just so cool. It's very Edgar Wright. There's a lot of Edgar Wright things in this movie actually, as we'll get to with like the plan montage. Yeah.
Can I just say that if I'm accurate in who this is, he's credited as opening man.
Okay.
And I think that they're referring to like the people in the house, the guys in the house.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I'm like, did they put this guy in here strictly because his actual name is Clement von Frankenstein?
Nuh-uh.
It can't be one of the three hot dudes.
This is Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Tom, Dick, and Harry, which
Tom,
are
Dick,
fucking
and Harry.
great names. One of them being Nitro, of course, from American Gladiators.
Okay, I'm just wondering where he was at in this. It says opening man, opening woman, then second man, second woman. I don't know who those are in here.
Okay, well, hold on a second. That might be the two couples that come out of the theater at the very beginning, like opening.
Okay.
Yeah, could be.
Clement Van Frankenstein.
That's
It's
what a lucky
great
guy.
name.
It's not like the exact same like spelling.
Of course.
And I know that that's a stupid thing to bring up, so I apologize.
No,
but it's
you're good, brother.
You're doing great, man.
Frankenstein. The fact that there's a CK in there makes it a joke.
He's like, we're going to change this enough to where people don't think I'm related to
He's
him.
like, hey, we better change this after post 1945. So,
One more thing on this scene is Isabella Rossellini. Holy shit! I'm not sure she's even really aged in her entire life, because I think like maybe a little bit after this. I'm not even sure if it's after or before, but she's in Blue Velvet too, and she's stunning in that as well, and still working in like she was in Conclave last year. Just I think she's fantastic in this as like the
creepy old witch lady.
She's just perfect to be the main person to like hold the key to this potion.
Well, she's convincing too, like especially later when she's talking to Bruce Willis's character and like trying to get him to do it. Like he doesn't want to, but he almost does because of her, the way she conveys it.
Yeah,
she's pretty good at it.
I also did not realize, I did not make the connection that one of the other bodyguards was Fabio.
Mm-hmm.
That's later on, but it is just like they don't even linger on it. He just opens the door and you're like, is that Fabio? And then you never see him again.
Never see it again.
Ever.
Because I gotta believe when they get to that party that they're having, they're just like every model in Hollywood.
We need you out here.
So Fabio's like, he is.
Oh, he took a break from the butter commercials and he came on out. He came running. So
scene 3, as Madeline enjoys her restored youth, Helen reappears to seduce Ernest and convince him to kill his wife. Their plan takes an unexpected turn when Ernest shoves Madeline down a staircase, seemingly killing her. To his horror, she revives. At the hospital, doctors are baffled why Madeline shows no pulse or heartbeat, and she is mistakenly taken to the morgue. Ernest retrieves her and uses his mortician skills to patch up her deteriorating body. When Helen arrives, Madeline overhears her murderous plot, leading to a violent confrontation where Helen is shot into a pool, revealing a gaping hole in her abdomen, but proving equally immortal. Is this fucking Shaun of the Dead, where they're doing the death recreation of the like?
That's what I meant by Edgar Wright. Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Because, dude, this might be one of my favorite parts of the movie.
This is the best scene. This is incredible. I love this shit so much of like in Shaun of the Dead, you know, I think they take it to the nth degree and make it their own, but this has to be where that comes from.
It almost improves this by having done it and then watching Shaun of the Dead and then going back to this.
Different versions of it like it is in Shaun of the Dead, you know, of the
so
same
good.
thing. I love the narration is saying something and then the character in the
Case closed.
Yes. Yeah, or like what's he say? He says like, and then we're gonna do this, and then like in the imagination
in the dream or whatever.
He says the same thing, like almost kind of cheekily to the camera. You know, I love this shit.
But I will tell you, this is where I might have a problem, because if you were to tell me a story about like breaking your back, like my back would hurt. I kind of have I think that's some sort of a phobia where like, oh,
it's almost like a version of like hypochondria.
Kind of.
You know what I mean?
And when she falls down those steps and when she's lying in the background and when she gets up and in the shadows she's doing the weird like slinky move, that gave me like Silent Hill scary vibes.
Yeah.
Those weird creatures that would like
The armless things that are like,
dude, I almost turned this movie off when I saw that, and then her just with her neck out and like the bones crack. I'm fucking hurting right now just thinking about it. Like, this is pretty wild.
It's one of those things, and again, I'll say this had every opportunity to go so much darker and so much like almost scarier than it did, because like those parts, like falling down the stairs. By the way, that falling down the stairs scene is like so long.
it's incredible.
It's insane how long it's just like, what are you doing? Help me, grab me. And then he just ends up pushing her. But her just toppling down these stairs is like Tom and Jerry long.
It's brutal, though.
Dude.
Like,
Oh yeah. Like they want to show all the hits. It's like 10 seconds of her just falling. And it's pretty funny. It's borderline like Naked Gun length of her falling, and then him being ecstatic about it, But like I say, you could have shortened up falling down and added in sound effects to make it like bones breaking, like really things are just, oh man, it's just like just terrifying. Make it Final Destination, right? And then that's what you're on the verge of, but they don't do it. I think that's a credit to Robert Zemeckis of him just like, he's keeping this light somehow. And
I think he's like somehow keeping this ridiculous story grounded.
Yeah.
A little bit, and like that you can kind of tangibly have it. We're like, when we're talking about the potion, it could have been like the mask tornado fucking bullshit or whatever. It's like, no, it's going to be simple. And
it just sort of happens.
You're just gonna have to believe that this magic potion exists and is in
and
this
I
movie.
do.
Yeah.
Like I just like, oh yeah. The minute I like, in fact, seeing her laying on the ground right there, I'm just like, well, she's gonna get up because she drank the potion.
Yeah,
right.
Like you're just automatically okay. Yeah.
And the gravitas, like what you're saying, also AJ, is like it could have gone really dark right here, and it almost really does, especially because Bruce Willis attempted to kill her once, and then like kind of backed off, and then actually did pretty much kill her by just pushing her a little bit.
Saw his opening, basically.
Yeah.
He did.
He was gonna save her. And like many times in this movie, it's happened. They're trying to get him to drink the potion. He's going to do it. But at the last second, their evil terribleness comes out when they're trying to be nice, but then they're like, just fucking save me. And that's when he goes, never mind.
You know what?
You flaccid.
I don't want to save you. It's the same thing. You're right with like taking the potion. It's like you have to, and it's just like,
no, I don't.
The fuck I do. You know what I mean? It is. It's
flaccid. The way she says flaccid. Ugh.
I know.
Well, it's not a great word for men.
No.
It's
flaccid.
I think we just have a knee-jerk reaction that's negative.
No.
Yeah.
Flaccid. No.
I mean, I can't wait till we do the movie Lake Placid, and everybody's going to be on edge.
It'll be very difficult.
Next week?
Yeah. Scary spooky season.
Hims wipes.
I was waiting if you were going to do it or not. Just in case.
That's magic potion.
Brought to you.
Hims has come to us a few times to sponsor us, and Sean said no. Me and AJ said yes. Sean's like,
I don't need it. That's why. I just don't need it at all.
Well, some guys do, all right?
It's fine. I don't judge.
All right, guys, we're doing Lake Placid. Placid.
Oh, my God. Oh, Jesus.
Brought to you by Hims Wipes. This is the part where, the supernatural and the special effects kind of start to show their seams a little bit, their age a little bit, if you will.
I think they do a little bit. I still believe them. I will say though, that.
What do you say?
He did, like Robert Zemeckis, as we've talked about in the 9 movies now that we've covered of his, that he loves the state of the art visual effects aspect of filmmaking. He gets excited by that. That's why I think he goes into a movie, is to try something out, try something different. And I think when you watch this movie and when it came out, you're like, holy shit, this is like mind blowing. It's like flubber, fuck.
Fuck.
We will cover that someday.
We'll get there.
Probably.
But I will say that it does kind of here and there. I'm like, you're relying a little bit too much of it. You're kind of like taking time out of the story to focus on like kind of flaunting it. You know what I mean?
You nailed it. This is where it's like, this is great. It still looks awesome, and I'm glad you were able to do this, and it's cool how you pulled it off. But like, just get her back to normal as quickly as possible, so we don't have to fucking deal with this anymore.
Yeah.
Like, just fix her neck, and then we can go back to like, here we are, we're acting, and we're moving the story along.
The Helen thing. We're not there yet, but when she's got the hole in her and the shovel handle is in the couch, she didn't have to sit in it.
You didn't have to.
And Like
fine.
that's where it kind of like takes. I'm like, okay, you're just kind of showing off. It looks cool, and that's a cool concept, but it's just like, all right.
That iconic shot, Sean, of her coming out of the pool and them staring through the hole is all we need.
Looks great.
That is all we need.
All the water dumping out of the body.
And both sides.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, you don't need to then have her throw it through her. You don't need to have her sit back in.
No.
Yeah. It's fine, but you don't have to.
Yeah.
That's when you're rubbing it in our face, being like, look what we can do.
I'm Robert Zemeckis. I just made the perfect trilogy.
How
Here's
about
this
it?
now.
Now I'm doing this because I can. Because it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I do think, it's awesome. It's of the time, and I still believe it.
Great, yeah.
And because of the tone of the movie, I'm just like, yeah, whatever. Like
There you go.
The neck looks almost kind of straight out of Roger Rabbit in some parts. Like if they're stretching somebody or something like that, it kind of looks like that a little bit. And so I'm fine with it with this tone of the movie because I'm buying that they drank a age potion and can live forever.
You're already in, so
This is the balance of there's dark comedy and then there's black comedy. You know what I mean? I feel like there's like two different two different things. And like this keeps it dark in the sense of they could have made that hole in her stomach like look like a Saw movie. You know what I mean? You could have still seen some bones and things
they just
dripping
blacked
and
out
things
the sides
and it's just like they're just like, oh yeah, that's like a cartoon.
Cool. It is.
And then they kind of continue the jokes with this kind of thing going on. That's funny. Whereas but it's still very morbid because you just shot somebody with a shotgun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's like, yeah.
But and then even that's dulled a little bit by Bruce Willis's excellent scream that he has.
Yes.
Like the high pitched scream, like I've said in Ryan Gosling and Nice Guys. It's just so like that makes me laugh.
I'm
so
gonna watch
hard.
that tonight just because you said it twice.
Yeah. It's such a great movie.
That was my number one airplane movie, I think, was Nice Guys.
Oh, that's a good
I just
movie.
love that. I just love that reaction that he has so much because he is such an impotent guy that you believe that something like this would completely freak him out. you
Yeah.
know?
Well, and what's funny is that it's so kind of hypocritical because he just pushed somebody down the stairs who came out looking like just got like an action figure at a daycare. You know what I mean? Like just mangled. And like you're upset about somebody, I mean, maybe pulling the trigger's different than pushing down the stairs. I don't see much of a difference, guys. Okay? So, yeah. A little hypocritical.
It's super weird to me that, those moments in life where you'll see something and you'll learn something that you didn't intend to seek out or learn, and then a couple weeks later you have an opportunity to tell people about it. You're like, oh, fuck, how did that happen?
Yeah.
Did you see that creepy shot of those nuns walking down the hallway like they were floating?
Yeah.
I don't know how this happened, but a week ago, somehow...
Was it, like, in the hospital? Or
in the hospital.
Okay.
Yeah, these nuns dressed in all black like basically float down the hallway.
Okay.
It's not a practical effect. It's real life. I guess, am I saying that wrong? It's not a special effect. It's a practical effect. In Russia, there was this old school dance where these women would wear these dresses that basically touch the floor, and they learned how to walk on their tippy toes to where it looked like they were floating. It's this like on your tippy toes, but your whole upper body stays completely still. So it looks like you're floating because you can't see your feet because of the big dress. That's what those three ladies were doing to walk down the hallway.
That's how they did it?
So they were basically running down the hallway on their tippy toes with this old school Russian technique of making it look like their body's not moving, like their upper body's not moving.
They didn't have those 2-wheel hoverboard thingies that they
nowadays they would have
now?
man.
That's how they would,
It's basically what it's so impressive back then, but nowadays you're like, yeah, whatever. I've seen people basically float around, but yeah, it's a creepy, weird shot, and they're making a weird ghastly
I'd
noise.
never noticed this.
Yeah.
Nowadays you're just like, well, I have the internet. I've seen everything.
I've seen it all.
So I don't care.
But normally I would have passed right over that, but because I found out that there are people that actually do that is why I was like, oh, look at that.
Would you
Look at that.
I have to go back and look. I didn't notice that whatsoever.
Yeah, it was almost like security camera footage. She was coming down the hallway.
Really?
Bruce Willis was, and they were floating away. Apparently there was a deleted scene where there was like a priest in the morgue next to her, and they had just come to visit him or something like that. So yeah, super weird.
Yeah.
But Meryl Streep, I think this might be her best in the morgue. This might be the best she acts in this whole, because it's a cool dynamic because she's being like kind of nice to Bruce Willis sort of now. And Bruce Willis is sort of being nice to her because they're like, holy shit, we're in a weird situation. We need to work together on this. It's a weird dynamic, but I love it so much.
Yeah, this is some of my favorite shit here is like Sidney Pollack comes in as the doctor and he's like, oh, like his comedy is amazing in this. I love it so much. He's like, I need a second opinion.
Whatever gets me out of this room as quick as I can, I'm going to say it.
Like, and by the way, this is absolutely unlocked, like version 2.0 of the idea of potentially being buried alive. You just think that somebody's dead, but they're actually not somehow because you didn't quite get their pulse or something. This is like, no, I'm completely fine. Like I'm totally coherent, and I will live forever if you bury me alive.
This dark box.
For the love of all.
I was so scared. I didn't know where I was. It was so dark. I don't know. Am I in the morgue?
She's gonna be furious.
Thank you.
And he was right.
No, she's dead, sir.
It's no longer
that
she's living forever. It's that, oh, fuck, you took her to the morgue? She's going to be furious.
The writing in this, that like lines like that too, are just dispersed throughout this entire movie where you're just like, it's so clever and it's so like the tone of this movie, and also does really remind me of Edgar Wright stuff, where like especially Shaun of the Dead, where it's situational humor and they just call out what you're thinking. Exactly. They just kind of call out what you're thinking subconsciously, probably.
Yeah.
Sean, last part of this, we already kind of talked about their fight, and you can talk more if you want. But how the fuck? I rewound it 10 times, couldn't figure it out. When Helen like sneaks into the driveway and like trips and falls, and Bruce Willis had just driven away, but then he backs up. How did they do that?
I don't know. It didn't seem like it was a reverse shot.
It didn't. It couldn't have been a reverse because at some point it would have had to have backed up to her.
That's true.
And they left her arm in the scene so that you could tell they weren't like switching to a prop or something like that. So I don't know how the fuck they did it.
I don't know either. And I could tell you how they did like a lot of her head shit.
Yeah.
And her midsection shit. I don't know how they did this.
That shot is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like a joke that they just kind of move on from. Like she doesn't take a moment to be like,
yeah.
It's just like, you know what I mean? It's literally just,
and we didn't need it. We didn't even need to know that scene was a scene.
Nope, we didn't even have to see it. We didn't have to have it, but they did it. They didn't linger on it, and they let it happen, and then they moved on, and it was just pretty brilliant. It was a moment that literally made me go, oh, okay,
all right.
And again, it could have happened where she got ran over, and then she's got a tire mark on her face. Boy, that'd be fun.
That's
fun.
I mean?
That's a good time.
Let's mix some colors with his spray paint now.
The audience is really gonna eat this up.
They're gonna love this.
Yeah.
Well, scene 4, Madeline and Helen's feud escalates into a shovel fight, forcing them to admit they both drank Liesel's potion. Realizing they now need Ernest's skills to maintain their appearance, they beg him to help repair them. Ernest reluctantly agrees, but insists he will leave afterward. The girls want Ernest to drink the potion too, so they take him to Liesel's mansion, where a lavish gathering of her immortal clients is taking place.
Can I just say that I think it's an extremely funny thing to think that somebody so like beautiful, their name is just Lyle.
Yeah,
I think that's. I think I'm just gonna.
Well, she's like 70 years old.
I just want to go on record.
I want to go on record.
Okay, that I believe that we should just call her Lyle from now on, because
all right,
it's
let's
just
go
like,
with Lyle.
Like, what if you're just in a situation, things are getting a little hot and heavy. It's like, oh, we met, and I don't even know your name. It's Lyle. It's like, oh.
And
I don't want to say that.
Or say my name, bitch.
Yeah,
you don't care because she's wearing a necklace.
Lyle.
Yeah, you don't care because she's wearing a necklace.
She's wearing a necklace as a shirt.
Yeah, that doesn't. Yes, I get it.
There was a lot of things cut out in this. Apparently, the script. One of the first drafts was like it was supposed to be Lyle was supposed to be descendant of like Cleopatra.
Oh, you're right. She was like really old.
Yeah, so that was like the Egyptian looking thing that the thing was in and everything.
On the front of that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. That makes sense.
Did you catch that that Back to the Future reference he threw in there?
Which one?
They're fighting. Madeline and Helen are fighting, and they find out that Helen's also immortal. And so then they start arguing about who did it first. And Helen's like, oh, yeah? Well, I did it on October 26, 1985.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which is, of course, the day Marty goes back in time. Just a nice little like, hey, remember me? I did Back to the Future.
Hey,
if you like that, if you like this, you might like that. Well,
This is a Robert Zemeckis film.
Very important day in time.
Going on.
And someday,
he's haunted by it.
Someday when they invent a thing called social media, people will keep making memes that have the wrong date on it and go, today was the day that Marty went back in time. It's like, well, it's
why is that a thing?
It's because it gets good traction.
It does, I guess. Huh? We should
October 7th, 1986 is when Marty went back in time. People are like, holy shit.
Wait a minute.
That's today. It was the 26th, you fucking assholes.
Yeah.
This is serious shit.
Gee, this is some serious shit.
Robert Zemeckis is our favorite director on this show.
Apparently, he's up there. He's up there.
So I mean, I like this fight too, and I like how the movie is more focused, obviously, on the women who have taken this potion, rather than because like I was gonna ask you guys, like, would you take an age potion? I'm like, who gives a fuck? Like if
the
you were to
movie
ask
kind
me
of
that,
answers that question for us.
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
No, don't do it.
Yeah, apparently it sounds awful.
But it looks awful too.
Well, yeah.
But like I imagine, or I buy that these women do that, and I buy their affinity towards wanting to look young, and especially performers like Madeline is, or someone who's jealous of Madeline. You know how they kind of want to one up each other. It is a very kind of womanly thing, I think, to and they're like, even in interviews with these particular actors, there are interviews later on in their careers like, I don't want to play old hags or anything like that. I don't want to be pigeonholed into that. And they're taking control of their age at this point. I think there's something to be said and very empowering about that as well. And I do like how they come together here and are kind of like, yeah, we're the same person. We always have been. But I do like that sentiment about the movie is the especially in Hollywood. Like if you age, you're done.
Yeah,
you're out.
It's kind of fucked up how it is like that.
Yeah, it's definitely a play against Hollywood, and I think it's when we get to the end, we'll talk a little bit more about it. But it's definitely a like, yeah, you don't just move on,
just go away,
just move on.
Yeah,
it's fine.
It's literally like once you grow old, all you can play is old hags in movies. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
they're actors. Like Meryl Streep's never gonna play an old hag.
No,
she's
like
Meryl Streep.
It's like in her 80s now, and she's like, she's the high school prom queen. Cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
Well, we want you to be McGonagall in the new Harry Potter. It's like, nope, not going to do that. So how about that?
Well, can we talk a little bit about how she didn't really like doing this movie? As far as like the visual effects go, she thought it was
okay.
She thought it was very tedious bullshit that she had to do.
I get it. I can't imagine,
because like you see the behind the scenes shit. She's like wearing a costume that's backwards or whatever. Or no, she's acting backwards, so it's her body, walking backwards, and then her head is all wrapped in a green fucking bag or whatever. Oh, and that's how they did that, obviously.
That's got to be pretty annoying.
Yeah, and then there's clips of her on like a soundstage doing just those reactions of her face.
Yes.
And she's, acting to nothing. She's Meryl Streep. She's the actor of all actors.
Yes.
I get why she doesn't.
That's
really
why I
like
wish
this
they
shit.
would have just gotten around that quicker. Like, oh no, my neck's backwards. Okay,
Yeah.
cool, we're
Yeah,
back to normal.
I can see what you're saying.
That's
Just
a
get
good,
it over with.
That's a really good point. That was kind of what I was saying. We were talking about a little bit earlier. They lingered on it a little too long. It's like you could have gotten past this.
Yeah.
You didn't have to sit here, because that's again where the seams were showing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the neck bones were showing.
The neck bones.
You
yeah.
get more
It's connected
Bruce
to the
Willis
hip
awesome shit
Sorry.
when they try to spike his drink to incapacitate him and basically make him his slave.
Yeah.
I love when he's like leaving and he's got that huge glass of whiskey. He's like shaking it all around, and their reactions are perfect too, because like one of them goes this way and they're like, "Fuck, it's so good."
But listen, if Goldie Hawn and Meryl Streep would have come to my door in lingerie with a giant glass of whiskey, I would have done whatever they wanted.
100%. Especially if earlier on Goldie Hawn is just like in your face, just saying sex, sexy,
sexual.
Oh, good God.
Like, you know, you didn't have to. So you're saying they didn't have to drug you or anything.
Yeah.
It would have just been like, no, it's already
Or
done.
no, they could have just been like, drink this, and I would be like, okay.
Well,
All right.
then what?
Huh?
Then what?
No. Let's go. But he has a great line too. He goes, till death do us part. You girls are dead and I'm parting.
He's like, I realized I already held up my end of the bargain.
Yeah,
He says,
I
"You
said
guys are
till
dead."
death do us part. You're dead and I'm parting.
Perfect.
There is a good porn title. We haven't been doing that in a while. How about Death He Comes on Her?
Ah.
Because then it'd be like the Grim Reaper's the one having sex.
Oh.
Death He Comes on Her.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, pretty
she's
good.
Dead though,
Yeah.
because he touched her.
Yes. But then his potion brings her back to life.
Oh, I get the comes potion.
Okay.
No, yeah. No, yeah.
I can't.
Is that the?
All right.
I was way to Detroit.
Final scene at Lyle's mansion. The women try to persuade Ernest to drink the potion and join them in eternal life. Ernest refuses the offer, realizing immortality is more curse than blessing. After a daring escape, he flees the mansion, leaving Madeline and Helen behind to bicker in frustration. Decades pass, and Ernest dies in old age, remembered at his funeral for a rich and fulfilling life filled with family, adventure, and redemption. Madeline and Helen's are there, and they are in rough shape. They bicker outside until they fall and shatter into pieces.
Lyle.
What do you think about all the like kind of forced cameos of like famous people at this party?
I mean, I'm just like, well, Zemeckis is here doing it again.
Yeah, because like what do you get? Like Andy Warhol, you got Marilyn Monroe.
Elvis. The Elvis one's really good.
Elvis is great because it's like, oh, that makes sense. Like, of course, he's still alive. Everybody thinks he's still alive. But was the guy in the pool, was that supposed to be Jim Morrison?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that what it was?
Didn't catch that until the last time.
Yeah, it took me the second watch. Yeah.
So it's kind of a fun touch. You know, you got James Dean in the car outside.
He takes his car, so it's like practical. I do like the notion that like, yeah, especially
They're
like
still the same person.
Elvis, yeah, Elvis sightings, you know, like
Yeah.
so that would make sense with this. Like, and I love his things. Like, just trying to have some fun, man. That's all I was doing.
Everybody's like, looks at him, I'm trying to have fun, man.
And
We only have these parties once a year, man. Like, I want a party more than that, huh?
Well, and this is
That's
the
a good
idea.
Oh, yeah, man.
The idea is that all these guys have taken this potion. They fought, and they're following the rule of the like 10 years,
yeah.
and then you have to leave the limelight. Basically, you can't be in the spotlight anymore. And all of these guys are just they get together once a year for a party. That's
all
like,
they do.
That's what it is. It's like what
That's
they
what
got
they-
going for
That's what
them.
they have left to look forward to.
Yeah.
Is this party.
It's just one party.
I could do that. I could disappear.
I mean, if Isabella Rossellini, Lyle, is like there and she's like down with everybody,
She's down with everybody. Yep.
it seems.
You come get your every other year tune-up from Lyle.
Yeah.
That's what
Okay.
you get. Yeah.
Yeah.
Every 2 years, you got to get a checkup. And
Okay.
It's the longest 2 years of my
I know,
life.
but you're ready for it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You're ready to go.
More Bruce Willis fucking brilliance. Him like escaping to the roof
With the
and
dogs.
With the dog, like his screams again is just so fucking good. Yeah, I this is where I was like, oh, this is probably my favorite Bruce Willis has ever been.
It might be, man. It's hard because it's not really all about him. I would have liked to have maybe had more of him.
Sure. Yeah.
But for let's call it his supporting role. It's one of his best supporting
Yes.
roles. Because there's some movies where he's the lead and we just get more of them, so we love it. But yeah, he's he's fucking awesome in this.
He's perfect.
He's a great kind of just a great reprieve every now and again from the animosity between Helen and Madeline, right? Because they're the ones really like leading the charge on this. He is a great punching bag that gets brought back up and down and up and down and up and down, and I feel like we are more so following his story. Obviously, that's really how we end.
He's sort of the most important part of the story,
because he is their connection, right? Like he's the one holding everything together for them, so to speak, until his death, basically.
And what a fucking like perfect. I didn't like it at first, but the second time it set in a lot better. The just this slap in the fucking face to these two terrible women, that the final 28 years of his life was the best that anyone could have ever lived because he was away from them and he did all this stuff. And the priest's final words as they're walking out, he achieved true immortality.
Yeah.
Like,
blah, 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 blah.
But that hit them so deep in their core.
Yeah.
The fact that he literally, it's a great premise of the idea that, like, listen, you don't want to live forever, so you got to do what you can do while you're here. Like, make the marks, and true immortality will be being a good person to where people remember you when you're gone.
Yeah.
Like, that's true immortality.
Not enough people there for his funeral to have that.
Well, a lot of them died.
That's true, I guess. Yeah.
Well,
true.
Well, and he also basically they talk about like the full life he lives. Like, well, let's run it down for just like a second. Like, married, like found the love of his life.
Yep.
Had
6 kids.
6 kids,
2 boys, 4 girls.
4 girls, and however many grandchildren. Then on top of that, he was a highly respected member of the medical community, a rugged outdoorsman, a great outdoorsman, like climbed
started
mountains.
all these like foundations.
Started all these foundations, and not to mention all the children that he touched or like that he affected around the world. And then you see like guys from like people from like Africa and like Mexico, just like all these different places, like just different countries from all around the world, like attending his funeral. Even though it's a smaller group,
yes,
it's like that is also part of the idea. It's like, sure, maybe like they could have had it like 5,000 people were at attending his funeral, but maybe it's a little nicer of a sentiment that this really tight circle of people that he really affected.
It goes back to what we always say, like, you don't need 10,000 friends. You just need like 30 super close friends and family.
Yeah.
To have a fulfilling life.
And then for like everything that they were seeking from this immortality potion, being young forever, he's like really like found his youth in his like when he's like past 50 and
never looked better
and then it's a truly found immortality. It's just a great slap in the face to the whole idea.
It's really fun.
If you didn't get the premise, here it is on the notes.
It's right here. And I like that they're there too, like the products of his past that no one talks about. They're there. I like that sentiment a lot. But this was like the second ending that they shot.
Did you hear about the original one?
Yeah.
Do you have it?
Well, didn't he got married to what's the actress?
There was Tracy Ullman was supposed to be in this movie. They filmed a bunch of it. Her name was Tony, and he like fell in love with her, and she helped him fake his own death to get away from those 3 after he escaped the party. And then they ran away to Europe, started a new life together, and it said many years later, Madeline and Helen, with cracked peeling paint, just like they are in this, they vacation to Switzerland. Bored and miserable, they notice an affectionate elderly couple and become envious. As the couple gets in the car and drives away, they realize it's Ernest and Tony, and they chase after them, only to be hit by an oncoming car and break into pieces, similar to the ending of this. But which one do you like better?
I kind of like this one better, to be honest.
The one that I just read, or the one in the movie? The
one in the movie now.
Yeah.
I think it's actually hearing and like seeing like a picture of, and like apparently that was he like was on all old age makeup, so that was a real picture of him in this original ending that they shot, and they just like photoshopped a whatever snowboard or ski or whatever. But I like the simplicity more of this. I kind of imagining what his wife might be like.
It's a better way to just like have a priest eulogize all the stuff he's done instead of like, oh, what have you been up to? Well, I was a snowboarder, and I like it better that the priest is
in the original, all they see is that he's happily married and old. They don't maybe find out that he's done all of this shit too. Where in this eulogy they do find out.
It's certainly a more what they ended up doing is certainly a more like pointed end and analogy for the premise of the movie.
Yeah,
because he does. They're at his funeral, right? His life ends as opposed to the immortality. Mm-hmm. Whereas I think on that, I actually love that ending because I did not read that.
The original one?
I think they shot it too, right?
They shot it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I didn't know that. I love the sound of that because it makes them envious of him and what they have together and everything. So
right.
I do really like that.
This doesn't seem like they were necessarily envious, or
right.
at least they couldn't show it in this one.
It doesn't seem like they learned any sort of real lesson in the actual ending, like with the ending that we got. That's my only thing, I suppose, is it doesn't feel like they really got anything other than like, well, guess we got to find another plastic surgeon or something like that. You know what I mean? So
they should have at least had like them in Switzerland, and like Alfred was there nodding at them at the end of Batman: The Dark Knight.
The
Rises.
Ending we all needed.
Yeah. He was good friends with Alfred.
Yes,
that's right. And then no flying train for sure.
No flying train.
We don't need that at all.
Yeah.
There is a theory too, though, that because Ernest took a little bit of the potion technically in his hand, which made his hand better, that it's not just your hand, it sort of does spread into your bloodstream, but it's not a full dose, so it's not going to keep you alive forever. But that little bit is the reason why he was able to fully recover from being a complete and utter 10-year alcoholic without any surgical powers anymore. And that maybe that potion actually made him youthful to where like, cool, now he was 50, but maybe he looked like he was 40, and he was able to have 6 kids and have the energy to do all this crazy stuff later in life. Is because he had a little bit of that potion in him.
I like that.
But not enough to make him forever young, but just a little bit.
There's also the notion of like post breakup is always like the most creative I've ever been.
Yeah.
The most on fire I've ever been. The most youthful I maybe ever felt.
Guess we'll never see that
glow
again.
up was real for Ernest.
That's right, man. That's right.
Too bad we'll never get that again, huh, bro?
It's all good. I love it.
There's one more thing I want to point out for your next rewatch. There's a camera that goes behind the priest and shows the audience in the church. There's this redhead woman holding a baby in the front row that's like meant to be one of his daughters or something like that. Okay. She fucking stings the camera like 4 times. She goes just right at the fucking camera like 4 times.
Another Vern.
I could not see
Son of a.
It's always at the end of a Zemeckis movie.
It's always a redhead.
It's always a damn redhead. Well, anything else you want to say about this?
That's it. I do. Like I said, I do like the way how they fall down the stairs and just break it. I didn't expect it.
The spinning heads.
Yeah,
I didn't expect it,
and I do like the kind of cynical that they didn't learn anything. I like that. I would like to see the more that they did learn something, that they had kind of a comeuppance a little bit. Yeah. But I think for the tone of the movie, I think this works a little better for me anyway.
Well, we have dissected Death Becomes Her with a modern eye. Time to give it a modern day rating. None of us saw this up until now. So, AJ, what are your thoughts on this movie?
Yeah, I mean, in the end of this movie, they are, overpainted, and they look like a door that's been painted 900 times. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And so, yes, they kind of got theirs a little bit, or they're getting theirs, and they'll never stop getting theirs. But at the same time, it's like I kind of wish there's a little bit more resolve for those two characters. I think that the movie is funny, but like this is a movie that I don't like. It doesn't have to be like it doesn't have to come up very often for me. If somebody brings it up to me, then I'll be like, oh yeah, yep, that's a movie. And I mean, if you want to talk about it, I'll let you talk about it. That's about what I got for this, though. It's a Robert Zemeckis film. It's got his fingerprints all over it. Meryl Streep is amazing in this. Bruce Willis is kind of a hidden treasure, and Goldie Hawn is just like I think is a great counter. She's the other side of the same coin for Meryl Streep. I think they play that very well. But I'll be honest with you. Like, other than that, though, the first 2 times I watched this, I literally spent the whole time thinking, I don't know what happened in this movie. Nothing happened. Nothing changed. Like, other than the fact that Bruce Willis kind of got out of it.
That's about it.
That's about it. But other than that, I'm just like, and that's where I have that feeling of like, there's nothing else to like take away from it. That they're going to live forever, and living forever isn't a great thing. Got it. What else? You got anything else for me?
That's the point.
That's the whole point. Got it. Okay, well then I can move on.
Don't fall downstairs.
And I can move on with leaving this somewhere at a 5.6.
5.6 for age. Sean, what about you, brother?
Mike, I would have looked, but I cannot find any of the Back to the Future ratings on the thing.
You want Back to the Future ratings?
Yes.
Well, they're
please.
not there yet because we haven't updated them yet.
Okay.
You just want Back to the Future 3 or all of them?
Let's go 3.
3, you gave a 7.8 to Back to the Future 3.
Okay. I think that this might be my favorite Robert Zemeckis movie that I've watched so far, especially, revisiting all of his movies or with this, discovering it. I really think that it's, especially coming after the trilogy, the perfect trilogy that he just made. I think that he's flaunting. I think that he's going for it. I think he's like shooting a fucking excellent script. Not that Back to the Future is not an excellent script. It's just Back to the Future is like popcorn movie. This feels like a director's movie that's really well written as well. I agree with AJ. I think that the acting is why you come to this movie in general, is to see these 3 people do what they do and do what they do best, and to see Bruce Willis do something that you really don't see him do much. I had a fucking blast with this movie. I when this ended, I'm like, that was hour and a half, maybe hour 40, something like that.
Yeah.
Perfect, in and out. Had a great blast, and I will revisit it. And it's a great time to revisit it right now, especially in October. It is kind of like a Weird Science in a way, where it's
like late September,
pre-Halloween kind of movie. I'm gonna give it a 7.89.
Look at that, buddy. He officially says Death Becomes Her is better than Back to the Future 3. I'm gonna kind of like, lately I've been meeting you guys in the middle a little bit. I like the sentiment. I like the idea that, like, dude, there's no cure-all. There's no special fun thing that's going to, like, make you live forever. So make the most of what you got and do it. And death's coming. And just, it's the one constant in life. We're all going to fucking die. So, like, figure it out instead of trying to stop it. Just do what's cool. I like that sentiment. I love their acting. They're fucking, those 3 of them are incredible. But overall, like, it just sort of is just like, it's just, it's kind of like 3 Amigos, where like I had a blast watching it. 3 great actors doing their stuff and like having fun, but overall the plot was just kind of like, yeah, okay, cool. I see why people liked it back then, but nowadays I got all these other cool movies to watch too. So I'll meet you in the middle. I'm going to say like a 6.4 is what I'm going to say. We got to go to Josh Miller. He says, and honestly, even after seeing it once, I remember nothing. Like, I apparently watched it, logged it into the brain's recycle bin, and emptied the trash. That's how forgettable it was. This time around, I had random deja vu moments like, oh yeah, that's vaguely familiar. But mostly it was like watching a new movie, strike one. Then there's the director, Robert Zemeckis, except my brain decided to confuse him with David Zucker the whole time. I kept thinking, wow, this is like Airplane if it had a midlife crisis and started doing Pilates. Yeah. Or like Naked Gun, but with better hair products. or even basketball, except without Trey Parker screaming. Only after the credits rolled did I realize, oh, that was Zemeckis, which, to be fair, makes sense because his career looks like a roulette wheel. Spin it, and you either get Back to the Future or Beowulf.
Totally.
Now let's address the obvious. This is not a spooky movie. Just because the word death is in the title doesn't make it Halloween material. If that logic worked, I'd be queuing up Death Becomes Smurfs. You're welcome, AJ. Or maybe I doomed you. Next year, I promise Return of the Living Dead. Oh, my friend.
Wait, what?
That's what he's promising, Return of the Living Dead.
That's my boy.
As long as he sticks around, okay? We need to make Josh Miller happy.
Stay here.
As for the movie itself, it's fine. Acting, good. Writing, passable. Special effects, a mixed bag. Half of them still look decent today. The other half look like a PlayStation 1 cutscene. The stair fall shatter finale, it had to be bad then. And someone please explain why Goldie Hawn's eyes change colors after a shotgun blast. That is a little...
I don't know. But
I don't get that part
and I don't
of it.
like them.
Yeah, it's really creepy.
I kind of like him.
Shut up.
Shut up, Sean. Did Home Depot have a sale on contact lenses? And while we're on it, why did Meryl Streep's broken neck need a brace, but Goldie Hawn strutted around with no spine? Good call.
Fair.
So my modern day review, hard to rate. It's not bad, but it's not good either. It lives in the uncanny valley of mediocrity. I kind of wanted to rate it lower because it wasn't my thing, but fair's fair. It doesn't deserve to be dumpstered. My final verdict, 5.6, as middle of the road as it gets. And no, before anyone starts, 5 out of 10 is not the middle. In my universe, nothing gets a 10 and nothing gets a 0. That's just science. Correct. So 6.38 is what we are doing as a group for Death Becomes Her. Let me find where we're at. 6.38 is going to take us to, oh boy. 6.38 is what I said?
6.38.
That is going to tie in the 180th spot with a little movie called Roadhouse.
Oh.
We think that Days of Thunder and Too Fast, Too Furious are better movies than this. But we do think it's better than Christmas Vacation and Final Destination.
Dang. Wow.
One of those I agree with.
Well, one of those I agree with.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of the show, huh?
That is the beauty of the show.
And we did it.
Yeah.
Well, we hope you enjoyed this episode. Thanks for being here. Tune in next week. We are doing Remember the Titans, which apparently just hit like an anniversary the other day.
Did it really?
Of like 25 years or whatever. So that's perfect timing.
Timing is impeccable.
And we're following that by Remember the Titans, per my notes.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Oh, good.
So
one more time.
We're just gonna do it twice, I think.
Yeah.
We should do it twice.
Actually, it's American Werewolf in London.
Hell yeah.
Is what we're doing.
Hell yeah.
And if you're new to the podcast, go back this time last year. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze.
It's a good one.
Right.
That is about what a lot of you like out of this show. The old classic that, you can have a lot of fun with, but it was okay.
Yeah.
That's what you're going to like.
That's right.
And thanks to Brian on the controls here at Upload Media Group in Cedar Rapids. Learn more at uploadmediagroup.com and check out our network, Cloud 10 at cloud10.fm. Go check out Big Grove. Get yourself some neighborhood beers.
Pretty good stuff.
Check you out next time, Nara.
Bye.
Thanks again for listening, guys. We really appreciate it. Make sure you're checking us out on YouTube here in the studio, hanging out with us live and in person in the studs. Check us out on social media. Search for Confused Breakfast at Confused Breakfast anywhere on social media. And please leave us a review. 5 stars on any platform that you're listening on. Write us a comment on Spotify or an Apple Podcast. Write us a review. We love to read them.
Go to confusedbreakfast.com as well to see the merch that we have. You can see the shirts. We have new shirts up there. It's awesome. I believe it. You can go to confusedbreakfast.com as well to see the ratings of the movies that we have covered. You can see AJ's ratings. You can see Mike's ratings. And you can see my ratings and the show's ratings overall. Goodbye. I love you.
Thanks to Brian on the controls here at Upload Media Group. Learn more at uploadmediagroup.com. And learn more about our network, Cloud 10, at cloud10.fm. We love you so much. Go on to the next video.